All right, guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at a case that I really liked last year. Last year, they improved this case so much by making the MagSafe so much better. This year is no different. It's still the same great case, and it's probably the most customizable case you can get for your iPhone or some other devices that they also make it for. And of course, we are talking about the Dbrand grip. Now, a huge shout out to Dbrand for sending the grip over to me to review for you guys. So, taking a look at the box, you are greeted with this great packaging from Dbrand. You are going to get, of course, it says Dbrand on the front. It does say grip here at the bottom. And turning it around, besides my fingerprints and stuff like that, you pretty much get nothing else. And it just says the grip for iPhone 16 Pro Max right here. Now, the price of this one is $59, but I would say it's definitely worth it, and I'll show you guys why, because of all of the different customizations that you can have with this case. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, when you open it up, first thing you're going to get here is it says purchase, delivered, and install. You can go to dbrand.com/how and see how to install the case, the skins, whatever else they have on there. Pretty soon, their new Prism screen protector, which looks really good. But yeah, you go to this site, it'll tell you everything you need to do. And over here, it does have their socials with a little more information. So as soon as you open it up, you are going to be greeted with the case. Now, I did install this brand new Area 51 skin, which, by the way, they gave me two more in here, and I'll show you guys those in a second. But this Area 51 skin looks really, really cool. There's three of them, a red, a black, and a yellow, which we'll look at all of those. The red one is called Danger. So taking this out of the packaging, you get some foam material here. And in here, you are going to get whatever skin you choose. Now, when you do order a Dbrand grip, you get the choice of a skin as well if you want one. So I put on the red Area 51 Danger. There's also the black one, which is called Classified, and the yellow one, which is called Hazard. Now, let me know down in the comments below which one of these three you guys like the most. Personally, I'm a huge black and red fan, so going this route was really, really cool for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and set the box off to the side. Let me put this back in here if I can even get it open. All right, there we go. Super nice presentation from Dbrand. Now, taking a look at the case, when you don't have a skin on here, it's just plain flat black. There's no real grip or anything on the back of this. And the MagSafe is pretty good, which we will look at shortly. Now, when you do have a skin, it makes the MagSafe like a little tiny bit weaker, but it's almost not noticeable. It is still good MagSafe. So you do get your camera ring right there. Now, it's not the highest camera ring because you are going to get this raised edge right there. And we'll look at that when the phone is in here. You get that. So this is going to help you with the protection and with the wobbling of your phone. So taking a look at the inside of the case, you are going to get this very nice, almost microfiber style material on here. You do get your MagSafe and alignment magnet and some Dbrand branding on the inside. Now, going along the inside of the case, you are going to get this TPU style material that goes all the way around the case, and it is going to give you really good drop protection. This material is very rigid. This case, as you guys can see, is barely bending, and it is super, super comfortable to hold and to use. I've really been enjoying it. But let's go ahead and bring over our scale. We'll weigh this, we'll see how thick it is, and then we'll put our iPhone in there. So starting off with our scale, we are in grams, and we are looking at 54 grams. So it's a little bit on the heavier side, and it's a little bit of a thicker case, but this thing is going to be super protective. You can absolutely feel comfortable dropping your phone in this case and not worry about it breaking. Now, bringing over our caliper, let's go ahead and open her up, and we'll see. Starting from front to back, we are looking at 13.8 millimeters, and from inside to outside, we are looking at 2.2 millimeters. So a pretty decently sized case. It's not the thinnest thing in the world. It's not the thickest thing in the world, but it's super, super comfortable to use, and we will get into that. So let's go ahead and bring over our natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. And if you guys see, I have that little camera skin right there on here, and it's gonna look really good together. So let's go ahead and put it in here and listen out for that click. Get that on. Very, very nice, super stiff fit on here. I mean, you got to push it in there to get the phone into this case, but that is really good because you absolutely do not have to ever worry about this coming off of your phone if you don't want it to. Taking a look at how it feels, there's almost no movement, even around the buttons. I mean, there's a little bit here, but around the sides, I am giving this a bunch of force to get this to move down here. And the camera button is going to have a little bit of a looser fit right here, but I am sitting here and kind of pulling it back, and you don't have to worry about this losing its shape or anything. It snaps right back to the side of the phone and looks really good, feels really good right there. So let's see how the corners fit on here. So 1, good, click. 2, 3, and 4. That's what I'm talking about. This is a super tight fitting case. The corners are really, really good on here. You do have to give it a little bit of force for that to come off. You're going to be absolutely good to go with the fit on this. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that camera and screen protection. But first, let's wipe her down real quick. And I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector on here. So looking at that screen lip, you're going to get a raised top, or a raised bottom, I should say. This is the bottom. A raised bottom and a raised top without the sides being raised. So that is really good for swiping. You are going to be able to swipe from left to right with absolutely no issues with this case. So I really love that little attention to detail, especially when you're swiping through pages on your socials, whatever. A thick-lipped case sometimes makes it a little bit difficult. Dbrand has you covered there, and you can absolutely set this down on whatever surface you want, and that screen lip will protect you. Whether you're using a screen protector or not, you'll be good to go. And then taking a look at that camera bump, if you look just right here, it's not really the most raised. It is a little bit, but then when you look at this edge over here, you get a very proper raised camera ring. So you can absolutely set this on whatever surface you want. It will not scratch up your camera ring. You will be good to go. And also, what is super nice about this case, you're going to get 0 rocking. This thing will not rock at all. Anytime you put this on pretty much whatever flat surface, I know a lot of people like to use their phones on the table. I'm one of them. I do enjoy doing that. No rocking at all on any of the sides, anywhere. So that is really, really good. I love that about the Dbrand grip, which actually, if you saw my top 10 cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, first of all, the Dbrand grip was absolutely on that list. And second of all, it was the only case on that entire list that you could lay down flat and it will not rock. So that is amazing. I love that, especially with that thick camera bump that you get on this thing. That is really, really good. So let's go around the sides of the case. Now, starting off with the top, you are completely closed in here. And going around all of the sides, you're going to get this very fine, I doubt my camera will even pick that up. You're going to get this very, very fine little dotted texture all the way around the case. And that is going to provide you that extra grip all the way around the phone. So really, it does not matter which way you grab this. You will always have a very, very good grip on here. So that little dotted texture is a great addition to all the Dbrand grip cases. So like I said, top completely closed in. On the left-hand side, you do have your action button, volume up and down, and the rest of it is closed in. Your buttons are all textured, so you get a nice feel on those when you touch them, as well as these super nice raised grips here. And when you're holding it like this, I don't care what you have on your hands. You'll be good to go. Don't worry about it. So, grip on here. Let's listen to those buttons. Very nice, very clicky buttons. You will absolutely be good to go. And of course, with that texture, it just makes them even nicer. The action button has a little bit of like muffling to it, but it's not bad. Don't worry about that. When you click it, you have no accidental clicks on there. You will be good to go. I have mine set to silent and to ring, and no issues there. I would just like to see the action button a tiny, tiny bit clickier, but it's not the biggest deal in the world with this case. The rest of the buttons are good to go though, no worries. Then moving along to the bottom, you are going to get your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over our cable. We'll use our anchor cable that has a little bit of a thicker head to it. Go ahead and plug that in. We're charging. And yeah, a pretty nice open USB Type-C port. So all of your thicker head cables will fit on this, no problem. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are going to get that camera control button right there. It is open, and the rest of the case is closed in. Speaking of that camera control button, that groove in there is very nice. No sharp edges, nothing. It is super nice and easy to get to. As soon as you click it, you are good to go. Go ahead and sit here, zoom out, zoom in, or zoom in, zoom out, whichever way I decide to say it. Go ahead and take a picture of ourselves right there. Let's click that. Boom. Take a look at that. You will be good to go. Easy access to the camera control button with no issues. And the cutout is very well aligned, so you don't have to worry about it looking all weird and anything like that. So how does this case feel in the hand? And it is very comfortable to hold. Zero sharp edges, not a pinky destroyer at all for all you guys like me that hold your phone like this. Not a pinky destroyer. Super comfortable, very grippy. This thing is like a brick. I mean, you can smack somebody with it if you want to, and this thing will, I mean, it'll survive that. You can take this, launch it, it'll be fine. I promise you, this case is one that you can get if you're somebody who needs a really protective case. You can get this and not have to worry about dropping your phone, breaking it. I mean, you gotta really drop it from high up or anything like that for this to break. So let's go ahead and test out that MagSafe. Now, like I said, when you do have a skin, it's going to add a tiny little bit of extra layer to there. It's not the thickest thing in the world. Let me actually bring over this one of the skins and show you guys. So they're very thin. However, it's just going to add a little bit, of course, of extra material on there. So when you are using a skin, the magnet gets like 1% weaker. It's not even, I mean, it's barely noticeable, but it is something that I do want to mention. Not to worry at all though, because even with any of your accessories, it will be good to go. Now, starting off with the Apple MagSafe wallet, there's our animation. And first of all, that looks really clean. I like that. What do you guys think about that look? The black, the red, I'm a huge fan of black and red colors. But anyways, sit here, move it around, and on these kind of textured materials, it may start to move, especially because this leather is a little bit slippery. Doesn't have the strongest MagSafe in the world, but for the most part, when you take it, put it into your bag, your purse, your sling bag, whatever you put it into, you will be fine with that. You really don't have to worry about that at all, and you do have to give it a little bit of force to come off. Now, going to the Apple MagSafe battery pack, let's go ahead and attach that there. There's our animation, and you can take this thing, and I mean, you can give it a good shake it like you're angry at it, like it owes you money, like it hurts you, whatever you want to shake it, you will be good to go. This thing will not come off. It'll be just fine. And you do have to give it a little bit of pressure in order to get that to come off. Let's go ahead and move over to our Anchor 623. We'll sit here. You can pick this thing up. And I mean, you do have to give it a little bit of a shake for it to drop. So you really won't have issues. Nobody's sitting here and picking up their base or anything like that. If you have your phone on your car mount or your nightstand mount, your charger, you won't have any issues with that. So all in all, how do I feel about the Dbrand grip? Can I recommend it this year? Do I recommend it to you guys? And absolutely. This thing is probably the most customizable case you can get for the iPhone 16 Pro Max or whatever other devices they have. I know they have it for the Pixel, for some other phones. I mean, every single day. And these, a little drop test right there. These skins are not expensive at all. You can pick up a bunch of them if you want to. And when you get sick of one, you just peel it off. No residue, no issues on your phone or on the grip. And you'll be good to go. Slap on a different one. So absolutely, I recommend the Dbrand grip for the $59. I'll leave a link down to it in the description below. I know it's a little bit of a steeper price, but don't worry. You pick up a Dbrand grip, you will be good to go. This is really one of the only phone cases you need. If you're someone who just wants one phone case, you want it to be protective, and you want a little bit of customization, absolutely check out the Dbrand grip. You will not be disappointed. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Let me know, have you ever tried a Dbrand grip or a Dbrand skin? Any of Dbrand's products? Let me know down below. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the screen protector I'm actually using on my iPhone right now, I'll leave that video right there. If you want to see me unbox all 4 iPhone 16 Pro Max colors, that video is right here.